Hi, my name is Nicole Krieger, and I'm going to be discussing different topics related to legal and ethical approaches with autism. The first topic is legal and ethical considerations related to identifying autism, making sure that you are going to a professional that is well versed and knowledgeable about the characteristics and process of identifying individuals with autism is key. I know we start off going to a family doctor, they do a basic screening, and then from there they should suggest you going to a specialist or even a psychologist, making sure that the individual that is assessing your child or individual is removing their own personal views and opinions, and making sure they provide all the information they have about the disability and supports that can help the individual being identified become successful cognitively, emotionally, socially, and more. Describe what you have learned about the characteristics and features of autism and how it compares to other developmental disabilities. They display lack of eye contact, social disadvantages. They struggle to play with others as part of that social key, repetitive behaviors, obsessive behaviors. There's a lot of stimming that often is seen, such as spinning in a circle, flapping arms, rocking their body back and forth. You'll also see delayed language and movement skills, as well as delayed cognitive and learning skills. Some of these characteristics are closely the same characteristics that you see in students with ADHD, learning disorders, and intellectual disabilities. For ADHD, learning disorders, and intellectual disabilities, you will see those cognitive, language, and learning delays. Sometimes there are repetitive behaviors or obsessive behaviors, as well as limited social interaction and social cues. The next part is, how can I as an educator legally and ethically meet the needs of students with autism? I will individualize the student's education plan based on their needs, providing evidence-based practices to support that education process, providing a culturally responsive learning environment, because we know our families are always from different cultural backgrounds, and being able to support them will only help strengthen the bond with the family as well as the student. I will provide challenging expectations to allow the student to reach his or her highest potential, and providing an inclusive participation with students without disabilities, making sure they go to lunch, specials, out to recess, going on field trips. Another way I can be legally and ethically involved is making sure that I have a physical and psychological safety of all individuals, and developing those relationships with the families, making sure that they are on the same educational process, and making sure that they help in the educational decisions. Lastly, I will make sure that I continue to grow professionally by attending different district-wide professional developments, finding professional developments on my own. Next topic is, explain how you will apply knowledge of the theories and evidence-based practice to advocate for individuals with autism. Being well versed in the different evidence-based practices is so important to making sure that I am providing the appropriate educational opportunities to my students. There's a lot of districts that don't have an evidence-based practice adopted to help students with autism. Making sure I have that information, that evidence, and taking it to admin or anyone that may be a special ed facilitator, and advocating for my student is the best way to help them grow educationally, as well as emotionally and socially. How have my understanding of the legal and ethical responsibilities when meeting students' needs and advocating for students have changed through this course? I am very thankful for having the opportunity to observe, communicate, collaborate, and participate in my mentor's classroom. Being able to see how she interacts with the students has only helped me with the interaction with one of my current students that I had just received. He has autism, high functioning autism, and he struggles with social interactions. And with those social interaction deficits, that's where the behaviors come into play. And just being able to provide him with social stories, social cues, and ways to respond has helped him tremendously. And just seeing the way that it's done in her class has helped me do that with him in my class. And I am very thankful for that. All right, thank you for your time. Have a nice day.